Welcome everyone to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is our paint through video for the Targaryen Starter Set. We've also got the Targaryen Heroes and the Unsullied Warriors. We're going to paint these all up together. I'm going to do this as a batch paint, so I've got a couple of new ideas I want to try out here. I picked up some paint from the local shop. I actually got a flesh-colored a shaker can. So I'm going to try to do these with a black prime first, and then try to highlight all of the flesh with a flesh shade shaker can. So I'll show you these from the box here. I picked these up at the hobby shop. So yeah, my strategy is going to be to prime these and then get the horses painted with browns and grays and maybe some whites. I'll probably have black horses, white horses, gray horses, and a brown colored horse. I'll do all the Dothraki. I'll try to hit all the Dothraki flesh with the shaker can, then just do some touch-ups after. And then I'll kind of go over them and do the details. You can see these sculpts, they're real cool. Really well modeled. And then we'll go and do all the highlights. There's a number of swords. I've also got the Dothraki in here, so the Dothraki will be the Unsullied. The Unsullied will be in there, sort of like their plan. I've got Daenerys here, Jorah Mormont. So yeah, looking forward to this one. So first of all, I'm just kind of going through these, getting them ready for the spraying. I'm just sitting these, I'm going to lightly spray them. So you see them out here. I'm going to get these set up. I'm trying this new black matte, the primer paint that I picked up at the hobby shop. Just gonna does it really spray evenly? Not sure if it's the brand or it's the, you guys noticed that the cap kind of, spray cap kind of came off, so I kind of messed it up, but I'm getting kind of an uneven spray vibe from this thing. I usually pick up just a flat black primer pretty inexpensively. I think there's a can here in the city I pick up for like $1 actually, and it works real well. This was like $5 or $6. I'm not really impressed so far with it, but yeah, it'll do the job. There's a lot of coverage here to do, but I can already feel that this is, I'm pretty much going to use through the can. I've also got to get the unit trays painted. So what I'll do is I'll hit this with the black for all the minis. And then I'm going to let it dry for a bit, and I'll switch over to that flesh-colored spray. And then I'll just kind of overspray it. I mean, it won't really matter, because I can kind of use it also as a Zenithal. So you guys will see when that comes up. Okay, so you can see I've got this Tenaya flesh-colored spray paint. I'm just going to hold the minis. I got the glove on. I'm just going to hold them one by one. I'm just going to splash them a bit. Try to get them with 2 or 3 spritzes each. As you know, these guys are all mostly shirtless, so I just thought of like trying to hit all those details with the yeah. And I'm only going to hit the ones that have the shirts off first, and then I will do a quick spritz on, I'm just going to try this. I've never done this, but it's kind of like I'm coming up with a batch paint technique, I guess. So the idea is I'm going to Zenithal prime it and then go right into my base coat. Use this as the base coat. I feel like this will save me a bunch of time. Okay, let me know in the comments, have any of you guys ever done anything like this? It's a pretty easy way to sort of get the minis primed and then get a base coat for flesh. This is my first time buying a flesh colored spray shaker can. So far, I like what it's looking like. And also, you can kind of do a bit of work with the shadows, even though it's a shaker can. It's not as good as using the airbrush. You can kind of still leave that undercoat if you hit it from the top. So I'm kind of hitting it from the front, the back, and then the top. And that's it. I'll leave some of that undershadow as it is. I'm hitting Daenerys pretty much the whole body here. Just give her a base coat. And then the rest of them I am going to go through and just kind of try to lightly hit the faces while I'm here. So I'm just going to batch through all these. I'm trying to do very light on-off spritzes here, as you guys can see. A lot of these, the Unsullied especially, they've got helmets, so it's easy to just sort of get a quick spritz, get the flesh paint in between the helmet for the face. And then I can also use the fact that it's kind of a Zenithal prime to have a lighter coat there when I apply the metallics over it. So let's see how it comes out. Yes, I've got the minis finished with the base coat and the prime. I'm kind of getting the horse color laid out with the different containers here. White, black, gray, and brown. Just kind of making the rounds here. This is our first flyover with the base coat, horses, flesh tones, and some of these are just primed here. Yeah, by the way, I did not end up with enough paint to finish priming, so some of the under priming I have to do by brush. So I'm going to go back to my dollar flat black primer. Just going through doing some details on these. Hit the swords, gonna hit the Unsullied with some metallic armor. Hit all of their bows. Now I've got a wash, and I'll hit the entire Dothraki mounted horsemen with this. Not only the riders, the screamers, but also the horses as well. So this will bring up a lot of contrast for their cloaks as well as for their bodies. So you can kind of see a close-up of me splashing the horse in this. I kind of will do it. I'll mix this with about half water. See, it kind of came out. Has a nice look already. Then once these dry, I will do some more details on the saddle, the boots, probably hit them with a wash again, and then I'll clean up the bases and that'll be enough. This is definitely a fast batch paint through. I want to get these out on the table. So now I'm going through and just kind of hitting these with some saddle details with this different colored paint. Making sure I just touch up some highlights. I've also gone ahead and I'm going to prep the Unsullied. I'll probably just use a metallic, like a gold color for their armor. So you kind of see the first fly through here with the wash. And this is those gold colors, and now you can see the Unsullied with their shields, swords, and armor. And I painted their tunics kind of a green color. I got Daenerys here and some various Dothraki. Yeah, I like how they're coming out already. It hasn't been long. It's been an afternoon that I've got all these done to this point. So yeah, so that's just about going to do it. I think these are ready for a game. Maybe I'll get a game going with these. What do you guys think? It's the this is probably 3 hours worth of work. I ran out of my clear coat, so I'll probably do a clear coat for these. I didn't do all of the Targaryen heroes. I just got Daenerys and some of the key players, Jorah Mormont, Khal Drogo, Daenerys. There's a couple of the other ones there. They're base coated, but I won't play them next time, so I can do those in another round. So yeah, that's going to about wrap it up for us. Leave your comments below. If you like and subscribe, you can get notified. Check out our bookstore and our Patreon if you like what we're doing. Really appreciate your guys' support. And looking forward to getting these on the table. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next game. Take care. Bye-bye.